All right, and we are live. What's going on? What's happening? You guys, I'm out here working out. Just taking a break real quick. To talk about what's floating around in this Dayton niche streets. Unless you've lived under a rock, you're probably on TikTok and you've heard about this chick, right? I ain't gonna say no names because I just don't like those people over on TikTok. I've been said I don't like those people. But this woman, I've spoken about her before when I was going off of them TikTokers like a couple of years ago. And I know a big girl spirit when I see it. And also I know a big girl or a former big girl just by looking at her. It's always in the cheeks, right? So, being an extremely attractive dude, I ain't gonna get into none of that stuff, man. Honestly, I'm not gonna get into none of that stuff. Like everything about that woman is her spirit. You can tell that everything she says, it's not just what she says, it's the way she says it. It's her tone. It's that not just because not all big girls are like that, right? There's some big girls that love themselves, but it's that hurt woman, that broken woman spirit. Like when she speaks, there's hurt in her voice. There's hurt and there's anger. I don't care how soft she tries to speak. There's hurt and there's anger. And that's really what the problem is. The guy on TikTok that's exposing her for being overweight, before she decided to get on, TikTok and start telling everybody about themselves. You know what I'm saying? This Dana chick, man, this person, I just, again, I don't never react to their videos or what she says because she just gets online from a hurt place. And the truth is coming out while the hurt, sound is in her voice because she used to be overweight. And we're in a time where hurt people that are of the observer spirit, because a lot of people you watch have that observer spirit. That's why I can't stand a lot of these content creators. They have that observer spirit. They don't have lived experience. They have observed experience. They watch people. They just watch them. And this is very dangerous because when you have losers who don't act on nothing but study, watch, and copy or have an opinion on it, it makes for a society full of losers who just have nothing but opinions and no actions. And I'm an action guy, so I can see these losers a mile away. Most of these dating niche coaches and stuff like they're losers, man. They're societal rejects, and then they get online and get to be a superhero. And when I see these dorks that are siding with this Dana chick, right? Because I don't know if you know this, but a lot of these goofballs like click up, especially on TikTok. They love to click up, like a bunch of sheep. They love to click up, boy. They love it. They love it. So he's probably part of her clique. These Instagram and TikTok people. And I seen this dork. I reacted to a couple of his videos. I've played them before, but I stopped once. When you realize somebody's just a Kevin Samuels reject, you just kind of, you know, because they start dressing like them. They try to move like them, and these people don't have no originality. They seen what worked with him, and they're trying to, reenact it. I don't have no respect for that. When you're trying to be another Kevin Samuels, how many guys have come and try to be him, and just like a fart in the wind, they're here today and gone tomorrow. Even if they go viral, they're here today and they're gone tomorrow. And these idiots just keep trying to reenact another version of him. They don't understand that when he came, he took the information and he sculpted it in a way that was trending at the time, right? Because he could see, he had a vision. These idiots don't have nothing but this regurgitated information. So, I'm watching this dude and he's siding with this chick because then these people are clicked up together or whatever. But the bigger problem is he's advocating for listening to criticism. Let me tell you something, man. Any man that's been a leader of anything knows you can't just listen to anybody. The only people that listens to random people's criticism are idiots that just want to bicker and argue. That's it. You're not trying to get nothing done. You make your money through bickering and arguing. You're not trying to have any real resolutions. So I just heard this idiot say stuff like, what was he saying? We as men need to step up to the plate. Hey, listen, bro, let me tell you something. Y'all idiots on Instagram that make your little Instagram clips or whatever, thinking that you're saying something or going live on TikTok or whatever the case may be. Man, look, if you're not in shape, shut the hell up, man. If you're not in shape, shut up, man. Like, stop telling dudes that we need to lead and that you ain't even in shape, bro. Like, don't do that, man. Like, you ain't doing what you need to be doing. You want to talk about we need to accept criticism? Okay, here's some criticism for I don't give a shit what age you are. Get your dumb ass in the gym. Get your funny looking self in the gym and work out. Sitting your funky ass in your little chair reacting to videos like you saying something, trying to look tough. Man, get your goof ass in the gym, man. Y'all a bunch of cornballs. Ain't nobody worried about you. Don't be trying to look tough in y'all seat, man, looking like a marshmallow. Boy, shut up. Sit down. Y'all marshmallow, Michelin man, tired built ass dudes be sitting around in them loose fitting, cheap ass suits, trying to be some knockoff Kevin Samuels running your damn mouth. Man, listen, dude, you ain't doing. Look, man, we all going through a lot of stuff right now. People need leadership. And the first stage of that is physical fitness. You pieces of shit aren't doing anything. You're just babbling and rambling. You're chattering. Shut the hell up. Hey, tell people to get in the gym. Tell people to go for a walk. Tell people to fast. Tell people to get right with God. Stop running your funky mouth about dumbass shit. And then you act like you a leader of what, boy? What are you talking about? Internet people, you're leading them. Man, y'all some cornballs, man. You keep showing why everybody be on this, hey, these red pill guys, because you people are idiots, man. Not every last one of you, but a lot of you idiots. You're too busy competing with each other. You want to indirectly throw shade at some other guy that you don't too much care for how he's moving or how he's getting momentum because he's not doing the same dumb shit that's been done. You know what I mean? Like, y'all don't like that. Anytime there's an idea that they haven't already seen done and it's not been imitated yet, they just try to go against it. That Dana chick is a hurt woman who the men that I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you, she is a hurt woman who the men she's attracted to. And I'm not saying she's attracted to men like me. She might want a taller dude, right? When they say goofy stuff like, oh, I don't date men with kids or whatever, you'll date whoever you can get your hands on. When I hear this kind of stuff, I believe it's very stupid, right? You're single, but you're going to tell us who you're not going to date. That don't make no sense. Every year that goes by is a year off from, what I'm saying, closer towards you getting to that 35 or whatever age it is where y'all are having those crazy pregnancy issues or whatnot. So the longer you go single, the closer you are to having problems getting pregnant and having kids. What do you mean you're not dating men with? You're just talking. When women just get online and say goofy stuff, because we're in a place where they're saying that most women will be single with no kids by what 2030. We're edging that. It's gonna come around a little sooner than that, right? And then you have women online still in their ego trying to frame the narrative. Oh, no, 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 no. It's because these guys have kids. Shut up. The men with kids don't want you. All right. I have a child. I'm out here getting it out the mud. You don't think these stinking ass chicks are watching me? But what do I say online? I won't deal with this, that, and I done blocked that Dana Dane chick. I blocked her years ago. So guys like me, she can't even speak on. I blocked her 2 years ago. She couldn't speak on me if she wanted to. She couldn't speak on guys getting it out the mud. See, right now, what y'all don't understand is there's a shift. Being a funky ass reaction video host and you look like a marshmallow man sitting in a seat bashing women, and then you want to try to bash men or try to tell men what they need to do while you looking like a whole mess, like you need to go work out. That don't work no more. People want to see you living by example. People going through stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? And when you're not telling people to get in the gym and go for walks, get some sunlight, and do the things that they can control to start, their feeling good process, their healing process, their uh, uh becoming a better version of themselves process, you're just like, oh, as men, we need to take criticism. And criticism from who? So y'all just say stupid stuff, but you don't think about what you say before you say it because you're emotional, egotistical males. Criticism from who? Total strangers. Some stranger gets on TikTok and tells us about ourselves, and we're supposed to listen to it, kind of like Obama did, right? Like he was telling you who to vote for and whatnot. Just listen to it. Just take the credit. What are you talking about, man? Have you never been in charge of anybody? Have you? You know you ain't. You know what I'm saying? But myself, as a soldier, as a sergeant, I ain't gonna just listen to nobody. If you ain't the officer over me, you know what I mean? That's been verified, right? That's meaning part of the council. You don't get listened to. See, this is what happens when you have a niche of people whose entire existence, I'm spitting right now, whose entire existence is, you know what I'm saying, held up, and they make money off of you listening to their dumbass opinion that don't even matter. And when people like me, you're like, hey, man, you don't even be listening to nobody that you don't even really know, that you ain't verified in part of your council. Man, it messed up their whole way of life. They have to go against stuff like what I'm saying. They have to structure it another way to make it seem like it ain't, what it is. That's what it is, right? I'm telling you to think for yourself. They want to tell you how to think, right? Sit in a chair, run their mouth. While what they do, I'm trying to tell you, this is why I can't stand these people. And I don't, show their videos anymore. These people take bits and pieces from other people and they amalgamate this personality that they try to act like online. It's disgusting. It's not them building a character, from scratch, from the personality traits that God gave them. It's them observing other people and just, cherry picking what they think that the audience likes most about them, becoming this Frankenstein monster of a weird. This is why y'all can't really relate to these people. These people are like 17 people in one, and you can't put your finger on it. That's why people like me you end up gravitating to, because like, I mean, this dude, everything he be doing, I don't really agree with. Some of the way he be dressing, be kind of lame, da 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 da. But he consistent, man. Like he's been on this growing thing, and he been talking the same way. These dudes 2 years ago was talking straight up three-dimensional, high value man, this, that, and the third. Now they on some, be on the fifth dimensional and grow and evolve and da 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 da. Whatever's popping, whatever's popping. Okay, that's what they do, and they're trash. They're just going with whatever's popular and what people think is socially acceptable. What I've been talking about is now becoming socially acceptable. People understand that you got to start from within, man. You got to get your spirit right. You got to get right with God. You know what I'm saying? You got to work on the God within you, little g. And in that way, everything that's happening outside of you, it doesn't matter. You're in control of what you can control, and you're not focusing on things that you can't. And then once you start moving like that, the universe and see, when you're speaking like this, now these idiots are speaking this way. They weren't speaking this way a few years ago. They were laughing at people that spoke like me. So you got to understand something, man. These guys out here that are giving you advice while looking like crap, staying the same looking way. How are they going to tell you about evolving and all they're doing is switching suits? I'm gonna say it again. How are they gonna tell you about evolving, but the only difference you see in them is them switching suits, man? Or I'm sorry, switching from a suit to a hoodie. Pieces of shit, whatever's fucking popping, right? Whatever's popping. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. I'm tired of looking at it. And you don't see me going from hoodies to suits, but you see these suited guys going from suits to hoodies. They're just watching other people, and they're just trying to ride the waves, man. I take it personal because they be riding my energy. You're a grown man. What you doing riding any man's energy? Wait, what are you doing, bro? I can't respect these dudes, man. You're grown men imitating other grown men. You study other grown men. And then you get online and be talking about leader of this. Shut up. You don't lead in nothing. You haven't changed anything. You aren't revolutionary in anything. You look like a bunch of Kevin Samuels wannabes. Knockoffs. Cheap ass knockoffs. You get no respect from me. or anybody that's a pioneer or trying to trailblaze. You're just doing what you've already seen. You see a good business model already built, and now you're trying to be the next iteration. It can't be done. The man cemented himself. You can make yourself look like him and then put up a bunch of you're not fooling nobody. You can put up as many videos you want to put up, making it seem like you're giving, homage to him and salute to the Godfather. You're looking just like him. Salute to nothing. You ain't trying to no. You ain't fooling nobody. Because if you carry the spirit of him, you'd be, looking your own little way. And you would take the talking points and you would present it differently. That would, revolutionize things and would, catapult you outside of the niche. You're not doing that, man, because you're an idiot. You don't have the ability to see like you could or anyone else. That's the reason why I'm not doing I'm not dressing that way or whatever, because you have to have the mindset to know that you can't just reinvent the wheel with this. Like, people, it's a different time. You know what I'm saying? Money is different. People are, struggling differently, and they have to figure out how to get it out the mud, or, go through it for a little bit, how to get through that. They don't want to see people in suits trying to preach to them. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And if you've already been doing that, it's going to be hard for you to seem authentic, to switch from suits to casual wear. Just period, point blank. All right. So let's not do this. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, yeah. I see y'all trying to drop some troll comments. Not gonna happen. Yeah. There's messages all the way through it. There's just might seem like I'm all over the place if you're new to the channel or whatever, but it's pretty consistent. Basically just talking about males that don't lead by example. And also watch who you're listening to. These people are clicked up in the background. So most of these people you watch, they're, cahoots, but I mean, they know each other. In the background, these dating niche people and coaches and reacts, they all know each other. So, a lot of times when they're reacting or talking about something that's trending, like this Dana woman is getting a business on TikTok because, she's one of those chicks where she's always got she always got something to say. And the stance that she comes from, to me, is like a hurt woman stance. And then there's a picture floating around. Well, there's this guy on TikTok that's been exposing her as being extremely overweight, in her 20s or whatever. And she makes a lot of videos talking about her 20s. Guys were being players, and guys were just doing what guys do. And she didn't have any good options, but she was huge. And now that she done lost some weight, some guys think she's fine, and she went from below average to average, in my book. But now she's talking about she still have any options. Bro, I'm telling you straight up, and I don't care what you think. I get women DM me. Like, I don't have to chase women. It don't matter how you feel about it. Women find me attractive. A lot of these women online that be saying crazy stuff like, I don't date guys with kids. Listen, they know that they don't even have a chance with me. The best thing to do for them, to eliminate themselves. Well, I wouldn't date a guy with kids. You ain't got a chance to date this guy with a kid. You know what I'm saying? And so she's doing that now. Oh, she ain't got no options. I ain't got no options still because the guys fell off or they have kids. You don't have any. We don't want you. We don't want you, is what needs to be said. Like, you still don't have the options that you want. She has options, right? But the guys that want her, she don't want. She thinks that she qualifies for guys like me, and she doesn't. She doesn't. Now you're like, well, she don't want you. I'm just saying go-getters, man. Not me specifically, but my archetype. Go-getters, getting it out the mud. And you're like, well, you ain't nobody. I'm a black man that looks good, that has custody of his son, that's a war veteran. Man, I'm a whole doggone comic book superhero over here, bro. Don't do that to yourself. You don't know how rare it is for there to be a black man like me. I know, and black women know. Okay, so y'all, they can play all they want to, act like they don't see me. Listen, when black women say a lot of them are gay and down low, and There's a lot of that going on. So when they know that there's one that's not, and he's actually trying to be a better version of himself and lead by example, and he's also trying to be inspiration for other Black indigenous Americans, and proud of his lineage, and that's rare. That's rare. And they don't want to admit it to you, but it's rare. Okay. I know what I'm doing. I know what I have going on. So they ain't got to say I'm watch. Why wouldn't they watch me? They're always talking about it's hard to find a good man. You don't think they're looking? They're looking. What am I doing every day? I'm getting my butt up working hard. You don't think good women can't tell a hardworking man? Yes. Yes. So I'll put it like this. She's the kind of chick where, she got her head on right, and she's making her money, and she's well spoken. Why in the world would a woman like that not notice a man with his head on right, well spoken, and getting after it? Oh, she got more followers than you. Understood. Got it. For one, my opinion, easier for women to get followers because social media is set up for them. You know what I'm saying? Because all I got to do is get in here complaining about men, go right to the top. But it don't really matter. Women are still looking at men regardless of their social status. It's that rare right now. It's hard for them to find a man. It's hard for them to find a good man. It's hard for them to find a good, attractive man. A man that has his head on right. A man that's not down low. It's hard. So they're out here looking for it, man. When you know your value, then you move that way. I know my value, man. I know how the rest of these ninjas out here moving. And then some of these dudes out here in the dating niche, they're just dorks. They got bigger followers than me, and they've been doing it for. They're just dorks. They talk like this right here, you know what I'm saying? You know, just weird dudes, man. Like weird dudes. So they have a hard time trying to. It's like for these women, it's like, do I settle for one of these weird dorks, or do I take a chance on one of these attractive? Like they're trying to figure it out, man. So again, why wouldn't she be looking? I'm working out and stuff online, building my following up. And I'm telling you, if you are an articulate Black man that's kind of witty and funny, like, see, women don't think that I know who they're describing when they be describing a certain archetype of man online. Women will describe you, and act like you don't know who they're speaking of. Your archetype that came up out of nowhere, that's moving differently than everyone else, but they don't think that you know. I want a guy that's kind of like a lone wolf, and a seasoned man. I want my man about 40 and up, he can have a kid as long as he's, what I'm saying, he has potential. And I'm talking about, like, what are they saying now? Like moving potential, or they're breaking down potential because they want to give a guy like me a shot. And a lot of women will go against them and be like, well, he ain't where he's supposed to be at. And they'll be like, he got potential. And they be like, we ain't going on potential. So now they done broke down potential. Like two different ways to look at potential. Like I'm telling you, man, when you own your stuff, you can just observe things. You can see. That's why y'all like, how is this dude adjusting? Because I know how women think. And I can see when they're describing dudes. I know what archetypes they're talking about. A lot of them be going for these alpha types. Those are the ball players, the celebrities, the ones that throw money around. But there's a lot of women that are going for Sigma type of guys. They don't say Sigma because they don't use that terminology, but they will say masculine men, and they will describe a Sigma, a loner, a guy that don't need a bunch of friends, a guy that will get it out the mud, grassroots, a guy that don't care what nobody else is thinking right now. Right? A guy that won't take no crap. They call him a strict man too. They be like the strict man. They have their own names for it. It's the same thing. And I can read between the lines. I can tell, what they're saying, and I adjust. Okay, I use the information. It's data. It's data. So I adjust. So I can also tell when women are frustrated and speaking from a broken, frustrated, hurt place. And that Dana chick does that a lot. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Because the guy she find attractive, not saying that it's me, but I'm gonna speak from my perspective. I don't find her attractive whatsoever. She's not my type. And it ain't got nothing to do with just the way that she speaks, because her voice sounds like she's a hurt, broken, big girl. It's just her face. You know what I'm saying? I could tell she used to be a big girl before any of these pictures came out. It's in her face. So, in my opinion, And again, don't take this the wrong way, but I don't know what she did to lose the weight, and I don't know what mental stress or bad year she might be away from going back to it. That wear and tear on the body of big, getting big and shrinking, and too much stress. Okay. And also with that, you don't know what kind of stretch marks or whatever might have to, I don't want to deal with that. Right. So again, what happens is when women, and I hate to say it, when women aren't pretty for most of their life, they carry baggage. And y'all like, what he be saying, just saying stuff. No, when I tell you that pretty women don't get online complaining a lot about men, because they've never really had these problems with men. So so when I say like, man, it's only like the five below that have problems with, it is a five below. They're either a five below, they used to be a five below, or they're currently a five below, but they got a five below mentality, meaning they are a five and below. When I say five below, right? So they're complaining from the perspective of a hurt, broken woman that has had or has a hard time getting men. Pretty women don't have a problem getting men at all. There's no real I'm around pretty women. I'm an attractive dude. I'm telling you, they don't have no problem getting men. If you acting funny, they get another one. It don't mean nothing to them. So all this online, too much back and forth about modern dating. Either it's dudes talking this way because we all go through stuff, even if we're handsome, or some broken chick that's disguised. She's a chameleon. She's a chameleon right now. She looking like she got it together, but she sound like a broken woman because you're looking at a broken woman. Ain't no woman that got her life together and get men are going to be online complaining about men. It's not going to happen. She's not going to be online complaining about men. It's not going to happen. So you got keep that in perspective, man. This chick and these dorks that be defending like these chicks that because I mean this dude, his comment section is going after him, so it ain't really that big of a deal. People know that he's just talking stupid, but just be careful with these people that you're watching and listening to, because if they don't look like the example, and you gotta look past like a suit, or I mean, you gotta look at that person. Are they advancing? Are they working towards becoming better, outside of just making more money and copying what needs to be copied to get more clout? Are they changing? Are they becoming great? If they're not, man, what are you doing? What are you watching, man? You know what I mean? Just save yourself some time and go watch some old Kevin Samuels clips, man. It'll be better. Save yourself some time. Go right to the source. Go watch some old Kevin Samuels clips. It'll be way better, more polished. You're not watching a cheap knockoff. You're watching the real deal. Holyfield, go ahead and do that. Stop watching these knockoffs, man. These dudes ain't figured it out yet. They're waiting on someone to come along and kind of like, start something. They start copying that too. Listen to these goofballs, man. Like, so be careful when one say something that sounds funny, like that dude defending this Dana chick. Like, that sounds funny. You're a weirdo, man. You're a weirdo. I don't know what clicked up thing you got going on with her in the background or what you trying to get going on, but you're a weirdo, dude. You're a weirdo, dude. You already sound funny, but you're a weirdo. Why are you defending that goofball? Why are you telling men to take criticism from this funny looking chick who it is now proven is a broken woman? Literally was overweight and still has the overweight mentality, meaning the body's healed, but the mind isn't. She's still a big girl in the mind. And you're telling us to take criticism from her, a broken person looking for, anything inside you, what I'm saying, that she can reflect, she can project onto you. That's really a reflection of her. You're a fool. You're stupid as hell. I'm tired of you people having platforms, man. Like sometimes we wouldn't be like, take the mics from these podcasts. I agree with them, man. If these dudes look like a cornball and they're not in shape, the mic gotta go. You got too much time on your hands, my boy. You're not going for a walk, you're not working out or nothing. You just sitting your ass there looking for what you think is popping and then giving your perspective on it from, other people you've watched and how they do it. Weirdos, man. Just again, guys, get offline, enjoy yourselves, what I'm saying, do things, get out in real life. But these, just start criticizing them, man. I get criticized all the time from these haters. They'll never do it in my face, but I mean, they criticize all the time. A lot of way they criticize is to try to shun you, like act like you don't exist, as if their opinion or them acknowledging you matters. Just giving me more space and opportunity to really get a leg up on y'all without y'all being in my business, and I ain't got to play politics. That's all you did. I ain't got to play politics. I used to work for the White House. I know how you got to play politics and rub elbows and shoulders. No, 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 no. When y'all in the niche so-called try to shun or whatever you goofballs try to do, you just gave me a way to move in silence without having to play politics. So I can just, you know what I'm saying, just get right to work without any extra. Best thing you could ever done, right? I didn't have to fake or nothing like I like y'all or nothing like that. It's just like, oh, you stealing the ideas from me? And like I don't exist? Oh, okay, cool. You're my enemy. It's gonna be like that, you know what I mean, till the end. That's all that it is. Mess with the wrong one. But again, y'all, just watch who you're, watching. And again, we're in 2026. If they're not trying to become a better version, if they're not working out, if they're not, talking to you about nutrition and things of that nature, taking care of your vessel, and it's just all about dating and bickering and listen to me, I got the right opinion, and man, come on, it's man, stop. Just that stuff's outdated. It's outdated, man. But I'll make these comments up, and then I'm gonna roll out of here. You guys hit that like button. Appreciate ya. How do you know your value and move like it? Well, it goes like this, man. I can't tell you what to do. I don't want to tell you what to do because I want to come across like one of these know-it-all, dumbass content creators. But the way I move is and how I feel. Um, I know my value through my actions, how I live by example, and how I don't let nothing run me off. How every obstacle that comes towards me, I flip it and make it into an opportunity. I don't see things as losses, I see them as lessons. So in my mind, it's all about perspective. And when the Most High God, when He puts His hand on you, it doesn't matter what the devil tries to make seem like it's something working against you. It's all working towards your character development. You will see that once God has His hand on you, once you know your value. So no matter what anyone's doing, it's not meant to break you. It's meant to refine you. It's meant to put you in a better place in your mind, body, and spirit to be able to handle the blessings that God is going to give to you later. So that's how I look at it and know your value. By knowing your value, knowing your value is knowing God. Knowing God is knowing yourself. When you know yourself, nobody can take away from that. Anyone's perspective of you, what does it matter? They don't even know you. I mean, you have to be around somebody for a long time, intimately, all the time to kind of know them. And then they'll still surprise you because humans are allowed to change their mind and change. So they don't know you. So whatever they're saying is ignorance. Your goal is to figure out, whether you want to, you don't have to, why this ignorant person has a problem with you. That's it. Why this ignorant person is directing their energy towards you. So that way you can kind of catch enemies ahead of time and be able to know what to do with them. But other than that, man, it anyone else's perspective of you does not matter. You are in this game alone with God. That's it. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? At the end of you go back to God. You answer to God. You don't answer to no one else. So what does it matter what they say? What does it matter what they think? You pay your taxes, right? You pay your bills. Woo, woo. Take care of your kids. You're moving in accordance with societal standards and whatever else we do. You know what I mean? To make each other feel good. All right, cool. Outside of that, let them think whatever they want to. Know who you are by knowing God. You know God, you know yourself. You know yourself. Anything anyone says to you, you're going to automatically run it through a filter. And you're going to be like, who are you? Person, who are you? You just came out of nowhere and just left a comment. I don't know whether you're AI. I don't know whether you're some Chinese AI, Chinese spam bot company that's just, I don't, it might be some teenager bored in class. I don't, who are you? Right? It doesn't matter. Like I keep having some person that keeps saying in my comment sections on all of my channels, you're a CGA wannabe. This is the CGAI. And if you don't know who CGA is, that's Coach Greg Adams. Now, you guys, this has been happening to me for a few years now. What do you think the happenstance is that I keep getting a couple trolls that keep calling me a CGA knockoff from a person that nobody knows outside of the date niche, and even then, you still don't know who he is unless you're deep in it? What's the coincidence of that? These are some weird people on here. Okay? I don't believe in any kind of world or realm that this boy got fans like that. No, his crazy ass is coming over here doing that. His crazy ass is doing it. This dude is trolling me, right? What is the chances? See, he thinks that he's more important than he is, and that's how I catch him. Their ego, right? So I got this clown get in my comment section saying I'm a CGA wannabe. You are nobody. I'm a nobody too, but you are a nobody that has been in the game long enough where you should have escaped outside of your niche, and you can't get outside of it. You want to know why? Because you're self-hating. Every video you make, these ninjas this, these ninjas that. You don't like black dudes, boy. And you're black. You don't like black men, and you're black. When you see black men moving, it bothers you and triggers you like you a whole nother race of man. That's why it's always these ninjas this. I'm sorry, these ninjas this and these ninjas that. I got to get in that dorky ass voice you got going on, that high pitch ass voice. So don't think that you over here trolling me and it just so happened that for a few years now on my 4 YouTube channels, someone keeps saying, oh, CGA wannabe, Coach Greg Adams wannabe. Bro, do you really think you're that important? Man, you better go find something to do. You ain't fooling nobody. It's your dumb ass. Think you're more important than what you are, man. Who are you to have a following that will follow me around when I go live randomly or I post videos randomly, man? Who? So your fans are fans of me as well. So when I decide to come out of whatever I'm doing after 5 months, they just happen to jump in there and you're a Coach Greg Adams want to be. Come on, bro. Go find something to do, man. With your funny looking ass self. Nobody trying to be looking like you. Why in the fuck would I want to go from good looking to ugly? Come on, man. Come on. Let's do better. Let's do better. Come up my comment section with that goofy stuff, man. None of y'all do that. Well, no one else does that. It's only that one dude. You know, so I'm like, man, it's been going on for a couple years. Hey, you really think somebody thinks that your fan base is chasing down small content creators? You really think you're that important, bro? No, it's you, dummy. Stop being jealous of me, man. Want nothing to do with you. Ain't nobody trying to look like you, boy. You could never look like me. Ain't nobody trying to look like you. How could I? That man, listen, let's stop. You know, and every time you jump in my comment section, I'm gonna tell you that it's you. This ain't no fan of you. It's you. My boy is you. And that's why I say these guys are weirdos. They're always like roaming around the internet. These Negroes online got this Highlander complex. There can only be one. And that crabs in the barrel. They still haven't broken that generational curse yet. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I stay away from. I see them demons on them. I see the demons on them because they compete with each other. I see them like you can never get nowhere if y'all competing with each other. What y'all do? It's just you've never done nothing outside the internet. You never had nothing. You never had to network. You never. I was in the army, man. I know you got to have a brotherhood. You have to have camaraderie. You got to know who to build with and who to dodge. Y'all don't know nothing about that, man. I can see it. That's why y'all never gone nowhere. The most you had was when Kevin Samuels was kind of united y'all a little bit. But outside of that, man, y'all back at each other again, going. You just don't have it, man. You don't have that mindset, right? And that's your problem. And again, hate on me all you want to. Ain't gonna stop nothing. I'm not you. I'm not a one trick pony. I'm a jack of all trades, man, master of none. I do it all. Because if you don't know this, if you're going to be an influencer or if you're going to, from this point forward, you have to be able to do it all. You have to be a whole person, man. You can't just show that you can do reaction videos. Hey, man, people still got to go back to their families. They still got to try to figure out how to work out. Why would they go watch you when they can watch me? Show them how to work out. Show them how to eat right. Show them how to stay positive. Show them how to overcome obstacles. And also talk to them about dating and stuff like that. Why would they go to you and they come to me? Yeah, you ain't doing nothing. I can regurgitate talking points too, while getting fitter and fitter and telling people what to do to get there. You know what I'm saying? How to have maintenance calories, how to, go into a calorie deficit if you need to become a little bit more lean. Trying to put on a little bit of mass, calorie surplus, different things like that. The daily foods that I eat or whatever, that aren't like these super expensive things. And I lead by example. I get on TikTok and work out shirtless. You can see how lean I am. You can see it. See a little bit of fat at the bottom of my stomach to show you, hey, listen, man, I'm still working on this. I ain't perfect. And I ain't taking nothing. Doing it natural. I'm leading by example. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're doing nothing, man. You're doing nothing. And real quick before I go, I hate to do this. Probably wrong for it. You guys, forgive me. Got to move on from the Anton Daniels thing, man. Got to move on from that. He's getting played right now by this chick. I know we don't like him. I get it, right? I was, right? But I was watching this chick called Tasha K. And she was interviewing that side chick of his, that Mika chick. And I can't get out of my head what she kept saying. She kept saying, the girls, I got 1,200 followers when he found me. And Tasha K kept saying, why would he leverage his She kept saying, leverage his platform. These pieces of shit think that they are that important, that they can't reach out to people that they're even watching. So what I will say about Anton and what I might have gotten wrong about him, and I could have been right, two things, I'm saying, can be, the same time. When he reached out on me on TikTok, when I had like 20 plus thousand or 15 or something like that, right? He reached out. So when that girl Mika said that he reached out to her based off of her Instagram, I believe her, because he reached out to me on TikTok. And I'm a whole dude. So it ain't got nothing to do with trying to anything like that. So I mean, again, we got to get off that dude because he give people opportunities, man. I look all his shady business with messing with them women or whatever, but the term that she used, that bigger content creators use, I guess they use that term, leveraging. I listen to people because I like to know how these pieces of shit who think that there's somebody who, if this person didn't get sued by Cardi B, I wouldn't even know who she is, right? But she has such a big platform and she's a gossip person, right? She likes to investigate people. I love to investigate people as well. You know what I mean? And it just, I listen how they talk. And she's like, always. And again, obviously he did what he had to do to get the draws and he was doing that. And you know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is the dude will reach out to you if it seems like you have talent and movement. And what I took from that conversation of Mika and Tasha K was this Tasha K group of people that are bigger content creators aren't going to reach out to your black ass, white ass, Spanish ass, Asian ass for nothing until you are having a certain level of momentum and virality, which I have no problem with, right? Do what you got to do. I love the honesty, but her trying to make it seem like him, reaching out to people that are having smaller platforms based off potential is wrong. She's wrong for making it seem like he can't do that. He shouldn't do that. That don't make no sense to do that. Some people will take risks. Obviously, he was doing it to get the draws with her, but to say that he don't do that with other people, or that's wrong. That's wrong. That's a lie. So I had to get a little bit of respect for the dude for realizing like, yo, he reached out to me, even though he was like probing, asking like, yo, what's going on with you? Got stock or something, trying to figure out how I make my money. He still reached out. He still reached out. So salute to Anton Daniels for reaching out. For whatever reason, his friends and him could have been, laughing. I mean, I'm basically a couple of years ago, definitely nobody really knew who I was. He still reached out. So, going back and evaluating that and feeling like, because listen to that prick talk about how he leveraged his platform for you. You know what I mean? She was trying to corner this girl Obviously, fool, it's my channel. That's what people are here for. Now you can watch or you can get lost. You know, another CGA so-called fan, but just listening to her talk about leveraging platforms, like that's how these pricks think. And so they'll watch you until you, and again, business model, maybe a good idea, maybe not. I know plenty of people that have found talent by taking chances on people that ended up being greatness. But again, it's their business model. They can do whatever they want to do. But I listen to people. You know what I'm saying? Leveraging platforms, shut your dumb ass up. Most of you older content creators, it wasn't for you doing gossip, basically tethering yourself to people that are popping. You just keep tethering yourself to whoever's popping. So when you're doing gossip like that, Tasha, she just keeps tethering herself to whoever's popping. The best way to deal with her is not interact with her and just drop lawsuits if she's saying too much. Like, don't allow her to tether herself to you by giving her a response. That's how she stays relevant. So her relevancy is just having the ability to gossip about other people consistently. That's it. That's it. So that's not no real talent. You know what I'm saying? And then be bragging about, well, he leveraged his platform. Man, these people, dude, like, I ain't gonna, because I don't want to get sued or whatever. I don't talk junk about people getting sued or whatever, but there's reason for it, man. Be doing too much, be thinking of themselves too highly, and then, this is what it is. So again, you guys, if you're content creators, which I'm gonna I'm get pretty active out here pretty soon. So if you guys want somebody to network with, I know I'm gonna have a bad rep with some of these people, but the people that have a bad rep with, you don't want to really deal with anyway, man. They're not real people. They're not the kind of people you really want. I'm telling you, man. That's why none of them get anywhere and end up turning on each other. So, don't pay attention to these people, man. Just watch people that are actually growing physically, mentally, and spiritually along with their platforms, and not just people whose platforms are growing and they look the same or worse, or they're getting fatter or whatever the case is. That's not healthy. That's them in a lower frequency. They're not being guided by God. They're being given gifts by the devil. There's a trade-off when it comes with the devil. You can always tell somebody that God's working with because they will look better. It won't be no trade-off. It's all going to get better. They're going to look better. They're going to start glowing. They're going to sound better. Their content's going to look better and more aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? Everything's going to get better. That's someone that's being gifted by God, as opposed to someone that's getting, you know, little trinkets from the devil. You know what I'm saying? So pay attention to that. Ain't no way I'm listening to somebody who claims that they know all this stuff or whatever, but them themselves aren't looking any better. You look like the same piece of shit. Well, I mean, anybody can sit around and collect a bunch of data from other people that put the work in and then regurgitate it. There ain't nothing difficult to do. What are you doing outside of that? I want to see you growing as a person, putting on some muscle, you know what I'm saying? Getting yourself together, man, sounding better, so that I know that you're working on yourself alongside of collecting information to regurgitate online about dating. That's all I want to know. But if I was to sit on my ass and just get big and sloppy and just study up on dating, I could probably put together some pretty eloquent, videos as well. You're not impressing nobody. Can't stand seeing people that are sloppy getting online doing a bunch of mouth running. Do that while you're doing a walk to show us that you're challenging yourself. Anybody can sit on their ass and study somebody or study content all day and then put it together their own way. Come on, man. What else are you doing? We see that you're eating well and you're putting content together. What else are you doing to improve yourself? You ain't doing nothing. Okay, then. Well, that's my case. But anyway, you guys, do me a favor. Go and hit that like button. Anyone that came in here that tried to disturb the live stream, did it work out for you? Did it go according to plan? Because I've been studying you people, you online people. Online people move in the energy of the generation that is the now generation, the younger generation. We're in a Gen Z generation. Even the millennials are coming out of retirement. You know what I'm saying? we're in a Gen Z generation. So Gen Z, how are they? Well, they're NPCs in real life. These people only care about their social media status and how people see them online. And in real life, they have no kind of personality. They don't know how to interact with anyone. They look at you with a Gen Z stare. These online people are the same way. They just worry about their image online. They're trying to look the best they can. They're trying to be the first one to do this and just going about views, and that's it, man. That's it. Okay. So I'm not with it. I'm doing what I do. I come over here and I yap. I do what I do. Guess what else I do? I work out on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So I can show people how to get it done, not just talking about it. I'll also be making content about how to elevate spiritually on one of my other channels, right? It's not just the same old being projected across a bunch of different YouTube and TikTok channels like you idiots do. It's actual growth. It's growth. And it's a way for people to join in so we can all grow together, right? That's what I'm trying to do, not just running my mouth. So when you come over here saying a yap session, you're just a hater. Did it work out for you? Did you get the response you want? We all know Gen Z loves to mess up and then, they'll try to flip the script, right? You'll put them in their place and then they'll be like, I derailed the conversation. Shut up, boy. No, hold that L. No, no, no. You don't get to frame the narrative. You lost. And now you're trying to, what I'm saying, double. No, 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 no. You lost. You didn't derail nothing. Whatever I decided to do, I decided to do. It added to the conversation, dummy. Okay? I get paid either way. Yeah. So anyway, you guys, appreciate y'all. I'll be back on here later on. I'll be live streaming reaction videos. Also, if you guys are not subscribed, I have an AI channel. It is the Wolf Reacts. Who told you that? Make sure you're subscribed over there. I will be dropping videos daily. If you go over there, you will see one of my videos in brand new channel. You'll see someone in there saying CGAI, meaning Coach Greg Adams. Why is this person, brand new channel? How would this person find me? Do you see what I'm saying? How stupid this dude is? You see how low IQ they are and full of ego? I'm going to think that one of his fans happened to find a brand new channel I made. Come on, bro. Come on. Chill out. Chill out. You're giving yourselves away. How jealous y'all are of me. I ain't never going to stop being this badass that I am with you pieces of shit that's been doing it longer than me, jealous of me. You're a grown, stinking ass man trying to internet bully somebody. They don't work like that. I'm a grown man and a war veteran. How is your stinking ass thinking you're going to bully somebody? You're a coward, dude. Say what you got to say directly. You're a coward, man. What are you doing trolling a grown man, boy? You're a coward, dude. Coach Greg Adams fan going to keep coming to my comment section. If you don't take your stupid ass on somewhere, you punk ass, high pitched voice ass boy. Get on my nerves, man. You a dork. You don't get women like that. Don't be mad because I do. Shit. And any of y'all that support that dude, hey, don't come over here, man. If you make it loud and clear you a fan of him, we ain't the same. Don't that jealous fool and no, that means you're on his side. Don't nah, we good. We good. Can't be a fan of mine and a fan of his. I don't affiliate myself with dorks like that. And me and him not the same. So if you're a fan of that fool, that dork, that dude don't even like being black. He don't even like black dudes. Like nah. Get gone. Get gone. And you need to listen to him if you don't believe what I say. He always got something to say about black dudes. He hardly say anything about any other race of dudes. It's because what happens is black men are very competitive. We are. American black men, specifically. Black people in America. The indigenous Americans are very competitive. It's iron sharpening iron. Other groups of people feel like we're joking and joning them. No, we're trying to make them better. That's how we do each other. It's not really joking. We're really trying to refine each other. When we talk about somebody looking busted, we're trying to get you to step your game up, right? You know what I mean? These people, man, they can't handle the competitive nature of other black men. So they always got something to say about black men. Oh, these Negroes are copying me. This guy's always talking about, these Negroes are doing this and that. Man, listen, dude, you've been in the game for a long time. For a long time. This level of whining doesn't suit you. You know what I'm saying? You just step your game up. Stand you people, man. But anyway, you guys don't put me in the same pot as those dudes, those red pill dudes, okay? Just putting it out there, okay? Doing my own little thing. Anyway, y'all, go ahead and subscribe. Join the tribe. What are you waiting for? You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Again, I will be going live a little bit later. I meant to knock out this workout. I'm kind of procrastinating. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't want to do it, but it's not about that. It's got to be done. Once I get done with this, I will be getting on TikTok. And after that, I'll be back over here. But for all you dorks, you've heard the gist of the video. Whether you believe it to be, what does Goofy say? Let me put it back up there. Yapping, rambling, chattering. I'm doing what I do on my platform that I built. If you don't like it, you know what you can do about it, right? You know what you can do about it. Trying to come over here and frame the narrative is stupid. Let me allow, you know what I'm saying? Let me show you how it's done. My platform, I say whatever I want to say. If you don't like it, be an adult and just swipe and do something else. So telling me about myself makes how much sense? Okay? That's how you frame a narrative, okay? That's how you do it. Don't come over here and project your emotions and think I'm not going to, call you out. I'm sure everybody else is going on. But yeah, you guys be back on here a little bit later. I promise you the camera will be on. And if you're not watching my TikToks, what are you doing? What are you doing with yourself? And if you're not watching them, I have a YouTube channel where I repost them. It is The Wolf Rugged Loner Aesthetics. So you can go over there and watch those TikToks reposted. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here. You internet, red pill, niche dorks. Did you get enough punishment? You need to hear more about how you're a loser. And I'm talking about all y'all. Take offense to what I'm saying. I'm definitely talking about you. But you don't have the right to get online and preach to nobody about taking criticism from anybody. You know what I'm saying? From strangers, more specifically. As a grown man, you don't take criticism from nobody that you have not vetted, that's not within the council, that you built. You don't do stuff like that, man. So now we're worried about the opinions of strangers, and that's how we lead by example. Absolutely not. Shut your dumbass mouth. If you don't like the way that we're getting on to that Dana chick, all well, so sad, but don't ever fix your lips to try to frame something to sound like you know what you're talking about. You don't. Okay? You don't. Cornball. Goofy. She's a goofball getting what she deserves. She's been talking too much online. Her looks don't match the level of her mouth, and she's being corrected, right? You'll get corrected too because you're a funny looking ass dude. So keep running your mouth. Somebody gonna correct you. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be talking like that. Hey, when it comes to looks and conversations about looks, some of y'all need to learn your place. You can talk about dating, about certain things about dating, but when it comes to like looks, some of y'all need to know your place. You ain't got no dog in that fight. You ain't got no business even talking about it. At least a Dana chick can talk about it a little bit. Some of y'all just need to bow out gracefully. You shouldn't be mentioning anything about this conversation. It's not meant for you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all shouldn't be speaking on it. Crazy as hell. You don't need to be vouching for her or nothing. You won't even be needed to speak on this conversation. You're not in the arena. You need not even be talking right now. Guarantee you, when she's speaking about the guys that she would date or wouldn't date, or the guys she find attractive, but they just happen to have kids, it ain't you. It definitely ain't you. The hell? Get online, just start talking, and no one calls you out. Your funny looking ass don't need to be talking about her and what she talking about anyway, whether you support her or not. Man, stick to this other bullshit. You when it comes to looks, no, some of y'all need a reality check. Y'all just get online and talk about anything. They be like me, get online talking about tall dudes. What in the hell do I have any business talking about tall people for? I'm 5'9". It's none of my business. What? I don't even need to be speaking on it. Unless I'm throwing some shots at them. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, fuck you tall dudes. Something like that. You know what I mean? Throw a little bit of shit. But trying to speak on tall men and breaking it down while women, none of my business. None of my concern. Why your ugly ass on here talking anything when it comes to attractive people? Pissed me off automatically seeing you speak on the subject. I had to go live. I'm like, how dare you? I had to go live. This person, this what are you doing? Don't sit your ugly ass down somewhere. Y'all, man, listen, man. Hey, don't let your subscriber count or your TikTok numbers make you think that you're attractive all of a sudden. Man, please, dude, stay in your lane. Hey, you can put some words together, make it sound kind of good, but don't do that, man. Don't do that. Like certain stuff, just stick away. Just stay away from it, okay? All right? I don't be on here talking about millionaires, right? It ain't my place. It ain't my place. If I take a shot at somebody, it's on some other level. It ain't about the money. I can't be talking about no millionaires' money. So what about, you know what I'm saying? Know your place a little bit, dude. I mean, you can speak of things, but you can't be, come on, man. Anyway, yeah, you know. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What can I do for you, Mitch? I don't know what you mean by that. I do get on here and just speak about what I have noticed in my life. And sometimes just be talking, right? But I do my best not to tell people what to do. I think that's a very weak trait in a male. I don't do that. I don't just project, you know what I'm saying, on people like that unless they ask for my advice. You ask for my advice, give me a little bit about what's going on, and I would definitely try to guide you in the right direction. But you know, if you ask for advice, I'm gonna always hold you accountable for whatever's going on with you, like I hold myself accountable for whatever's going on with me, and then figure out how to take whatever it is that you considering to be a loss or setback and make it into a lesson and definitely a comeback. But the only way is by you taking full accountability of whatever's going on in your life negative. You can't blame it on nobody else. You can't blame it on witches. You can't blame it on, sir. You got to just, hey, no, I put myself in this. Okay, good. Start there and we work our way out. Well, you know what I'm saying? You know, advice from me, you're doing what you're doing right now. You know, broke up with your girl, you're going back to her to smash her out or whatever. Hey, like you got it under control. What you need advice about? You thinking about getting back together with her? If you're thinking about getting back together with her, I want you to understand, while y'all broke up, she was not being a virgin. She was not being celibate. I want you to think about Chad, Tyrone, or Brady or Brad having their way with her mouth, right? And I ain't talking about, you know, with their mouth. I'm talking about with their junk. Okay? Let me frame this for you. So, you know, most chicks you get with, they can't wait to put it in their mouth. What do you think she's doing with these guys? You know? So, that's all I got to see. I don't like dudes at all. I can easily leave a chick thinking about her having some dude in her mouth and then her having that same mouth with dick fresh on the breath in my face. Absolutely not. Go somewhere else. That's it. That's all. That's just me, though. That's just me. Because in my mind, why go back to some chick that I've had life experience with? I broke up with her for some reason or another. We broke up. There's some type of emotion there when I can have a brand new woman, brand new pussy. You know what I mean? That I ain't never had before. Why would I go back to why, like again, you do what you have to do, you might be younger or whatever. But that's just the way I look at it. When a chick causes me to break up with her, cheats or whatever, what she don't understand is, as men, if there's nothing better than some good pussy, it's new pussy. So thank you. Goodbye. That's just how it is. And I'm not trying to be offensive to no one, nothing like that at all. But that's just the truth of the matter. Okay. You can think you have some great. You're like, it could be the best coochie in the world, but he'd had it a million times. Okay. I've had some good, really good women. There's some dimes, but I done had you. I done had you every way, and I had every hole. I done had it all. I want something new. So when you do something stupid and you give me the opportunity to get something, because I ain't a cheater, but you give me opportunity, man, I'm out. I'm out. I'm not plotting on these women, y'all. I'm not. But in the back of my mind, I catch, and I tell these women, you cheat, you're done. Or you do something stupid, you're done. Because in the back of my mind, I'm going to get somebody better. You know, I'm going to get somebody better. And it don't even matter what you think. Her box is new box to me. Now, it's old box to somebody else, but it's new box to me. And again, if there's anything better than some good box, it's new box. Are you crazy? Fresh up out the box, pulling the panties off for the first time. Man, you better go on somewhere. You crazy? Feeling this woman's skincare routine just by grabbing her body, like, oh, she would take care of herself. The heel of her feet so soft. You know, why in the world would y'all be thinking like, I can't stand how women be thinking like you're gonna come back or play with, not with no dude like me. I get women. Like, not having women in the background, but I love the opportunity to get someone new. See, when I broke up with my ex-wife or whatever, I had nobody. I love the opportunity, right? You know what I'm saying? To get something new, not nothing old. I do it for the love of the game. You know what I'm saying? I do it for the love of the game. Y'all crazy. Don't come over here playing around with me, playing hard to get, all that. If I ain't never got it, no loss. If I got it once, good enough. That's it. That's all. What's the problem here? You know what I mean? Oh, bless your heart, man. Well, brother, I tell you what, I wish the best for you. I also hope Chad didn't have her that way. Hope things work out for you. I never wish the worst on someone. I hope things work out. But I will remind you, you broke up with her for a reason. So, you know what I'm saying? And hey, again, if y'all got something going on, I've never been that guy. I never let exes come back, period. Yeah, see, I like getting y'all to talk because I don't really think that you're a real person anyway, right? I think you're just trying to divert the conversation, but you've actually helped my conversation a lot. But if I get you to talk, you'll tell on yourself. What do you mean there's more to life and women than box? Are your feelings hurt? Did it bother you, my perspective? And what does my perspective have anything to do with you? And why are you telling me what you think? I know it's personally, right? No. Not with love. Nothing you're saying is with love, okay? Personally, that's obviously how you feel because how else would you meant it, right? But what I'm trying to tell you and get across is why do you think that I care how you feel personally about the subject? Because we're going, you know what I mean? Again, remember, I got to keep putting things in perspective. I'm a content creator and we go live. You people want access to our energy. So trolling gives you access. So when I engage with you, I'm always thinking that you're possibly a troll. So it's your job to prove that you're not. It's not my job to entertain any of this nonsense. Do you understand? So, hey, what's going on, fam? That's a real one right there. I know he a real one. This is part of my soul tribe on TikTok. But when you're over here asking stuff, I don't want you to ever think that I'm caught up in what you're saying, not to realize that you have no avatar picture, right? That your name is weird on here. And out of nowhere, you thought you were just going to open up a conversation and dialogue to a total stranger asking me, what do I think about? And I told you what I think. And then now you're telling me what you feel from what I said about what I think. I never asked you to tell me that. Do you see how, you know what I'm saying, dangerous it is to allow people to think that their opinion matters? This is why I move the way that I do. And y'all call me cruel. Your opinion means nothing to me. And you started engaging with me because for some reason, whether you're trolling or not, my energy is important to you. And then through giving you a little bit of dialogue. You thought you're going to flip it on me and start telling me, what did you say again? That life, that there's more to life than, there's more to life and more to women than box. Obviously, right? But you are taking back a woman that you dumped. And again, you probably made it up. But going off the story, you're taking back a woman that you already dumped. And I gave you a reality check. She's not there crying in a pillow waiting for your stinking ass to come back. She has her face in the pillow crying from Chad digging her out. And when Chad finishes going back and forth between, you know what I'm saying, whatever, downstairs, you know what I mean? Both holes, he's going to finish in her mouth. All right. Now she's taking that mouth covered in whatever and covered in, you know what I'm saying, Chad's, you know what, cheering. And then now she's kissing you in the mouth. Now you got some of Chad in your mouth. Now, does that bother you? You're the one who wants to take back an ex. That's what the reality is. Can you just admit that you're okay with being a couple? Where'd you go, man? All right, I'm gonna run off. I'm done. I'm trying to have a conversation with you now. Now that I'm interested, now you're gonna run off. Whatever, dude. You're just trolling. But again, I'm a bigger troll, and I get paid regardless. I get paid regardless. You might think you're trolling, but somebody might find entertainment during this troll session on the replay. Okay? You're not trolling? Oh, okay. So you're serious? Well, then if you love that girl, man, accept the consequences of what you're doing. Okay? Really? It could be. I do have 3 YouTube channels that I'm streaming to at the same time. But accept the consequences of it. And I'm not even saying this from a place of hurt. Brother, I had an ex-wife, man. She disappeared for 36 days. I have no proof that she cheated. Her family and her had it sewed up tight. But the fact that her family worked with her so well showed me that she was doing enough. The fact that she waited till income tax time showed me that she was not only cheating, but she was paying for these dudes. So, and she claimed me and my son the taxes, by the way, because I'm an entrepreneur. So, you know what I'm saying? This isn't something I'm just saying just to be saying it. I had to come to the same conclusion. Now, unlike you, when she begged for me to take her back, had her mom begging me, all I could think about was her getting slapped in the face with somebody's deck. That's just what it is. That's what I was doing with her. What do you think she's going up there for? So, again, you guys, y'all break up with your girl, they're not going to be virgins. They're not. They're going to do what they do best. They're going to get railed. They're going to try to do their best, not think about you. They're going to be hitting up the guys that they have in their Instagram DMs, old guy friends, exes, all kind of stuff. And then they're going to try to come back to you after they get dogged out by these dudes, so you can play cleanup. And they'll never tell you all the nasty stuff they did. I'm the dude they go to. I'm trying to tell you, man, it gets real nasty. It gets real nasty, man. You know, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Yeah, you think she posted those for, and those are for the new guys. She already got guys in the DM. No, you know what? Those thirst traps weren't for the new guy. That's for you. Those thirst traps were for you to see what you're missing out on, and for new guys, obviously, too, but mainly to make you jealous. Because she already got guys in her DMs. She had them in there before y'all broke up. She had them in there. Let me tell you something. I got 2 kind of women that I've been with. Women that when I break up with them, they cry for me. They beg me in that moment not to go. They try to stop me from leaving. Those are women that don't cheat. Those women after me got married and stayed married to that dude. Right? And then I have women that end up pregnant within a year of us breaking up. Okay? Bro, like they going, but they be out here doing so much. If you, as a guy, if you just sit back, man, and just let things flow and don't like get caught up in the emotional roller coaster. Just sit back, just be grounded, let them do whatever. They're not going to be able to relax and heal. And no, they're going to go, bounce on some other dude and bounce on another dude and bounce. That's what they do, man. So again, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. If you are being for real, you're not trolling. And regardless whether you're trolling or not, maybe somebody can get some information from this. But as a man, I want you to take a lot of consideration when you're thinking about taking back an ex because they were not being celibate. Now, you know a good girl that's going to probably be celibate in the first place, but you knew that girl before you broke up with her. And if she was so great, you wouldn't have broke up with her. And if she was great and you weren't ready for her, you probably weren't ready for her now. You probably aren't ready for her now either. Okay? So if y'all break up, you broke up for a reason. And know that while she was broken up, she was bent over, she was getting railed out, and she's swallowing kids, bro. Like, I don't know what they do with you, but the first thing they're trying to do is put it in their mouth with me. I mean, the first thing can't put it in their mouth fast enough. I think about that stuff. I just apply the situations to myself. Like I you know what I'm saying? And y'all like, oh, you the dude that they always be cheating with. Sometimes they don't even be telling you that they cheating, man. You don't even find out until like after you done hit, and then you text her or whatever, and she's like, oh, I'm getting back with my dude. What? That dude didn't even know that he was broken up with. He just had an argument. Don't even know. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. And then she, go and hook up with me, some guy that she been wanting to, you know what I mean? This is when I was younger, y'all. I ain't talking about like no time soon. I'm a grown man now. But in my 20s or whatever, that's what they used to do, man. So I've been that dude, I've been the guy played as well. So I'm just telling you I ain't trying to say nothing from no hurt place, man. I'm just telling you the truth. They're going. And they ain't going to sit here and be crying for you because most of these women are vindictive. And they always feel like they got to get a leg up over you before you get one up over them. Literally. So they going to be out there legs up or ass up. And they damn sure going to make sure dudes in their mouth because it's the ultimate disrespect to you. And you know what they'll do? They'll come back and kiss you, man. That's why I ain't let my ex touch me. I'm telling you, bro, y'all be out here like letting them fool you, and you don't want to think about what cheating's about. Like some of you guys get cheated on and taken back. Dude, you don't that dude was getting nasty. Y'all be thinking that she's cheating on you with a guy that's doing what you do in the bedroom. No, she's cheating on you with a guy like me. My foot is in her mouth, man. You know what I'm saying? She cheating on you with a guy like me, bro. I'm digging her out, and she wants me to put it in all of her holes whenever. Like I'm in and then put it in her mouth after I'm done. Okay? And y'all be out here just, I'm taking up, you crazy as hell. Why you think I don't take none of my exes back, man? Come on. I know what they're doing with these dudes. I know how nasty to get in the bedroom with me. You just crazy, man. Y'all gotta stop moving from a place of lack. There's plenty of women out here. Never take back an ex. Respectfully. Respectfully, man. Never take back an ex. Are you serious? You can't do better, bro. What? You've already had her. It's time for you to let her go back to the game. You've already had her. What are you doing? You don't, that's not it. Where's the bro logic in that? You've already had her. Do you think it's better now that she's had other men? Come on. You can go out there and get something brand new, fresh up out the box. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Y'all know how it is sliding off the fresh pair of panties from some box you never had. But come on, man. And you out here going back to a chick you've already built memories with, you've already done things with, so you done been up in there a few different times, had it however you wanted to. It's like, all right, good to go. You know what I mean? What are you reminiscing? You need, what are you doing? Stop it, man. Stop it. Stop the madness, man. Stop it, I say. Stop it. Just stop the madness. You sound like a woman. Okay. I'm gonna be real, bro. Come on, man. We're men. Come on, man. Man, you're a king, dude. Bro, you can get any woman you want. You're limiting yourself based off of social media, bro. You're over here all up in the game. You must be a Gen Z. Are you a Zoomer? I'm trying to tell you, you're caught up in social media. If you go outside, heaven forbid, you get your passport and go overseas, you're going to see a whole new world. You're going to see there's women everywhere. What social media does is it inverts things. You know about Hollywood and things of that nature, right? It inverts things. It has you thinking that these women have all the options and you have none. They ain't got shit. But dudes that's going to run through them, they don't have no options. Social media options are fake options. But it makes them think that they have plenty, which screws them over, puts them in their head thinking that they're the greatest thing since sliced bread. And with all these options, these hoes are still single. Hmm, hmm, hmm. As you, though, you can improve, self-improve while you're single, save your money, and then you can upgrade to a better chick. It's simple bro logic. Okay? Okay, that's it, man. Okay? Now that's some advice from a man that don't give up on nothing. I don't give up on life. And I ain't gonna sit here and let someone make me think that she's a last woman. Are you crazy? There's 2 to almost 3 times the women as there is men on this plane. Are you crazy? You're gonna let social media make you think that the numbers are skewed and it's swaying in the other way and women have all the options. Bro, no, they don't. If they did, they wouldn't be on here complaining all the time about men. They wouldn't be on here talking about taking all of these different medications. They wouldn't be on here talking about that they got to have a rose in their box all day. And these chicks be playing with themselves at work while no one knows, just real weird stuff because they're not able to get the men that they want. Now, are they getting ran through and railed out in their 20s? Of course, they're in the social media trap. They think it's liberation. They know it's not. But, they really, really want to get slutted out. It really just is what it is. Okay? That's what it is, bro. It's what it is. There's women admitting that they want to have a devil's threesome. This is disgusting. It's despicable behavior. It's absolutely despicable. I hear women online, especially black women, oh, they want a devil's threesome. No. You got a thing for DL and homosexual males. That's why they always be calling us that. Now, they got a thing for them dudes. I'm telling you, ain't nothing. It's nasty. It's just a nasty idea. It's a nasty thought. That's a nasty chick, man. That's a nasty. Oh, you want 2 women. That's different. Now, that is different. That's beautiful. 2 beautiful women. Come on. Like women are just, I'm telling you, man. Hey, what's going on, James? Look in the comment. What's going on, fam? When'd you get up in here? Oh, 442, it says right there on the thing. I'm telling you, man, getting ran through like cars is bad out here. I'll be going live all day, man. I had you guys are not subscribed, man. Do me a favor. I'll make sure I leave it in the description of the video. But subscribe to the Lone Wolf Reacts. Who told you that? That is my AI channel. You know what I'm saying? And it's not no AI. It's not no CGAI. That was kind of slick though when you said that in my comment section. That CGAI. That was kind of slick. That I ain't gonna lie. I was like, this son of a bitch. But anyway, yeah, man. Make sure y'all follow me over there. I'm gonna be dropping videos on a regular basis on that channel. I get to express my creativity the most over there. And for some reason on my other channels, I guess since I started off making videos authentically without a lot of editing, I get punished for editing too much. If I edit too much, my views go down. Now, it could be one of those things where it goes down at first and it goes up. I'm not patient enough for that when I could be dropping content left and right without it being edited and get more views. So on that channel, since I started off with all the videos being super edited, I'm good to go. So make sure y'all subscribe over there. I'm starting from scratch. And if the CGA guys already over there hating on me, I should have some Soul Tribe over there, okay? Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. Definitely going to be going live all day. But the reason for the delay, you guys unperfectionists, man. I had to get lean. Lean is law. Lean is king. Had to get lean. So it took a process of figuring out what is my maintenance calories, what's my calorie deficit, what's my calorie surplus, Then I had to figure out what kind of cardio I needed to do to get rid of certain kinds of fat. Y'all know how it is, man. So you're figuring this stuff out. It took some time. Now I got that down to a science. I had to go back to making my AI videos because that's where I can express my creativity the most. Now, both of those two things are knocked out. I'm back. I'm back. Better than ever, with more energy. My calisthenic prowess is crazy right now. I mean, look, this is going to be the best year. So again, make sure y'all tuned in, notifications set. We're going to go all out, man, with this reacting. We got to get these subscribers up, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and set a goal for 20K. We're going to do this. Okay, we're going to do this. Absolutely, bro. Now, believe me, when I was doing my workouts, because I'm telling you, man, when you're doing this workout called Insanity every day, because it's not meant for you to do it more than a few months. But I modified it, right? Which I'm going to be going into more detail about that on Patreon or whatever, because I modified it in a way to where now I'm able to do it on a regular basis, consistently, meaning there's no way no fat's going to be able to stay on me, man. You know what I'm saying? So, once you figure things out on your own, I made it my own. It's a 3 or 2 month, I think a 2 month workout plan, but I made it a year round workout routine. Okay. And not only that, I'm doing calisthenics outside of that, lifting weights and mainly walking. Walking is a big deal. Absolutely, man. Getting it together, you know what I'm saying? So that way this year traveling happens and all that good stuff. Um, I have a good set routine to stay lean, not fall off. And when you're a creative person, anybody that's creative, you know how it is. You have to have a creative outlet, well, multiple outlets, right, to express yourself. But you have to have that one where you can be your complete creative self, meaning, i.e., everything that you've learned is amalgamated into that creation. Everything from everything that you're already doing is in that one creation, and that's my AI channel. You're going to think that it's another one of my regular videos talking the truck. That's all AI. That is all AI. I'm gonna be real. It took me the other day. Now I ain't made a video in there in 7 months. I ain't gonna lie to you, because it takes a lot of different apps to make. It took me 18 hours to make that video. Look, man, I had to relearn a lot of stuff. It took me 18 hours, man. When I got done redoing that, I slept like almost a whole day. 18 hours, because when I start doing something, I'm just like perfectionist. So I get it down, then I gotta. But yeah, um, the videos are up. But now that I got that first one done, you know how it is. You have to build the routine, and then once you have the routine or how to do things, then you just optimize it. So the second video, it took me a couple hours. Hopefully this time I can get it done less than an hour. But when you're getting the software together to put this together and the ideas in your head, you know how it is. You're forming this thing while the idea is in your head, and then you're refining it at the same time. And if you're a perfectionist, but it came out great. I really appreciate it. The plan that God gave me. You know what I'm saying? Gratitude to the Most High God. And I'm proud of what I got going on. So you guys going over there, make sure y'all subscribe. I'm gonna do my best not to be cussing over there too much. You know what I mean? But that is the AI version of the wolf. We're gonna have a good time with that. And also make sure y'all are subscribed to my other channels. But we're gonna stay busy. We're gonna stay busy. You got to, man. I mean, I don't normally like it was 7 months ago, and when I was doing it the first time, I had to learn everything. But this time around, there was a couple apps that I didn't need. And I remember the first time around, I was like, man, it's taking long. Like, and I remember thinking, I don't need this app. Like, I can get the transcript from using this app. You know what I mean? So I just kind of like got rid of a few apps or whatever. And the thumbnails are very important. So I had to come up with a new thumbnail. Man, it took me like an hour and some change to come up with a thumbnail. But the reason why I'm telling y'all this is because if it takes you a while to come up with something or whatever, hey, it's all part of the investment, man. It's all part of the investment. Do what you got to do. Because now it might have taken me 18 hours the first time to do it, but look at my return on my investment, right? Go to my channel, getting views automatically. It's all about, the process and doing what's needed and being patient. Being patient, you know what I'm saying? And then putting whatever you create out there and seeing what happens from it. But obviously, if you put the work into it, you will get return on investment. So, it wasn't like I put the videos out there and no one watched them. Hell, one of the videos I put out from 7 months ago, like 10,000 views, and I only had 3 videos on the channel. So appreciate it. Appreciate y'all joining over there. We're going to keep things flowing. Again, you guys, I'm going to be back over here on YouTube full time. I will be dropping videos on TikTok still, but YouTube full time, Patreon, and I will get my merch back up and going. I got it all written down. Just bear with me. I'm pacing myself. I do not rush anything anymore. Just as important as getting things done is rest. Okay? Rest and patience. I had to learn that over the past few years. Believe it or not, I'm a very impatient person. But rest and patience. Greatness is never built in a day. But again, y'all, appreciate y'all. I'm gonna get off of here for real. I'm gonna check on my kid. He's got home from school, and you guys drop a comment whether you agree or disagree, whether you like the conversations or not. This is what I talk about over here. Whatever I want. That's how it works. Okay. So get used to it. Don't come over here trolling. You're wasting your time. If I entertain it, I'm really just adding time onto the live stream. But don't come over here thinking that your opinions matter. Don't think that you're going to derail the conversation. None of that stuff. You're a person that's trying to attach yourself to my energy. I want you to understand that's how I think. Do you understand me? You're either attaching yourself in a way to where it's advantageous and we're sharing information, or you're a leech, you're a parasite. You're coming over here to steal energy. I'm not going to give it to you willingly, right? So you want to steal some energy. So you have to find a slick way to get me to interact with you. Understand that's how I think. Don't come over here playing around with me. Come over here thinking that you done said something that I'm thinking, nah, you're just some goofball that's trying to get some energy. And you're going to say whatever's needed to try to get under my skin so that I can entertain whatever you're saying. Don't do that to yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Don't do it to yourself. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. I try to have a good time and a good conversation with y'all. A lot of people that really rock with me, my soul tribe, they get plenty from it. But there's people that come over here wanting to troll. There's also teenagers that be watching me, right? And they think about trolling. But when I show them that I will engage, I will shut you down. And I'm going to do it in a very embarrassing way. Because I'm going to leave plenty of space in between what I say, plenty of pauses. So I want you to really feel how stupid you are for doing what you're doing. I'm not going to fill the void with words. I'm going to let the space and the silence make you feel more stupid, more idiotic, as you should. And that way you learn a good lesson, because for you to come over and try to embarrass me online lets me know what your weakness is. See, that's what hurts your feeling. You would get hurt by that. I don't really care what anybody thinks about me at all. Even if I try, and best believe I've tried sometimes, I can't bring myself to care. I really can't, because in my opinion, you ain't got to watch or care about anything I do, because I don't watch none of y'all. If there's any content creator I don't like, you get blocked. You get blocked. You're a piece of shit. I don't want to see nothing that you're putting out. I don't need to see what's new you're putting out. No. I don't like you. I don't like your content. I don't need to see it no more. I don't need to steal no ideas from you or nothing like that. You don't mean nothing to me. So I don't know what y'all's problem is, why you can't just block me. I don't know what it is. That's how y'all have me messed up. When you get a problem with me, it's like, why have you not blocked me yet? Why am I still rolling across your feed? Do you think you're rolling across mine? If I've mentioned your stupid ass, you best believe you're blocked. You're already blocked. I'm not going to complain about somebody and still let them, pop up in my feed. As a matter of fact, anytime I block somebody, if someone pops up in my feed that's reposted their content, they get blocked too. You get blocked too. If I'm watching scrolling through my TikTok feed and that Dana Dane chick pops up and it ain't somebody correcting her, he on her side, you get blocked too. I already blocked her. I don't want to hear somebody siding with her. No, you blocked too, dude. Don't even, no. I don't play no games like that. I don't sit here and watch people I don't like. Hell, what's wrong with you? No, I don't do that. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Y'all hate my guts, but keep watching me. What's up with that, man? What's up with that? How do you justify that to yourself? How do you justify that to yourself? I can't stand him or her, but I gotta keep watching. I know y'all say something stupid like, "Oh, it's like watching a train wreck." Shut your dumb ass up. That don't even sound smart either. Stupid. You ain't gotta watch. No, you would rather watch a train wreck or whatever instead of you getting your life together and working on yourself at that time. Just be saying stuff and doing people, man. Yeah, the internet needed me to come back, man. That's exactly what it is. You know, a lot of times they wish I had to shut up about talking about copying me. Let me copy you in peace. No, man. I'm trying to get you to stop being that hoe and work on yourself and stop watching other grown men as a grown man and then imitating what you see as a grown man. As a grown man. And you wonder why I talk to y'all like boys, because you act like them. You don't copy no other grown man, you piece of shit. How do you look yourself in the mirror? That's how I know y'all don't look yourselves in the mirror. That's how I know you're dorks. You just be putting on a persona, you know what I'm saying, online. You're a dork. Ain't no grown man, a real masculine dude, looking at another man and imitating what he does. And now, if he has any inspiration from that dude, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna find a way to let that dude know. It don't take nothing from him. But you weird pieces of shit be taking little bits and pieces of other males' personalities and their aesthetic, and hell, even the way they talk, and then just start doing it. You're weird as hell, man. Weird as hell. You supposed to be out here trying to show a new lane and be creative. You out here just imitating. That's weird. It's weird. Weird. High-minded thinking. But yeah, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna get off of here. James, appreciate you showing up, man. It's already 5 o'clock, man. I gotta do a couple YouTube videos in a couple hours, and I have not knocked out my workout for the day yet. Well, the afternoon. So appreciate y'all. I'll be back on here in a little bit and get these comments up. Yeah, man. Cheating on people's papers. They were the observer. They were the kid that sat around observing everybody else. You know, like you ever hear people talk about how they learn from observation. Yeah, you're the dork that sits on the sidelines that lives vicariously through people that are actually living and getting life experience while you're sitting back watching them so-called make mistakes when they're really just living, and you're trying to dodge, whatever you consider their mistakes from happening in your life when really you're just stopping yourself from living. That's all that it is. That's all that it is. They got this new personality and this persona they built online though. They got that now. Got nothing in real life, but they got that online. The way we can tell y'all have no life in real life, you're not improving, man. You look the same, or worse. You're not improving. You are literally sacrificing your real life for your online persona. I don't do that. I take care of my real life self first. Then I get online and chop it up with y'all or whatever. Even if I gotta take time off, like I did to get my fitness in order, because I wasn't eating right. I wasn't taking, counting my calories per day and stuff like that, keeping up my calories. I wasn't taking it serious enough. And just from taking that more serious, it changed my life. Like just keeping up with that. So, I had to step away though from all that content creating because I wasn't thinking about my personal physical self like I should have been. And I'm not gonna let myself fall apart. Whereas y'all will let yourselves fall apart for views. Just to come across like you know what you're talking about online for views. I'm not going to do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So again, I would say no judgment, but I'm judging the hell out of y'all. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But you take care of yourself first, like James said, and then, you know what I'm saying, when you take care of yourself, you're pouring from a full cup, and it will come across differently. People that normally take care of themselves first and then they take care of others will normally give in a way that people that are not taking care of themselves can't do. Like, just in a way that's like from a more whole place. You know, for the information given will be information that can be applied, you know, to different facets of people's lives, as opposed to just some dating stuff. You know, it's different, man. It's just different. Absolutely, man. The real ones do that. But again, you know, that's my tribe. We move different. We like to lead by example and improve. We like to improve. Again, you guys, the goal is going to be 20K. Just going to put the same amount of effort that I've been putting in a TikTok over here. And with the new discipline I have going on, it's a new day. It's a new me. You know what I'm saying? It's a new energy. I'm going to keep this going. But definitely more outside of videos once it gets warm. I'm not going out there like that as cold as it is. It was like 19 degrees. I'm not doing this kind of stuff, okay? Now, once it gets warm, we're back. You know, walk and talk, woo woo, but desk videos, period. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Back on here later. Love and light. I'm your brother, and I'm out. Appreciate you.
It's on mute. Hey, hold on. Bitch, be quiet. Die the nigga's face.